Thank you for visiting the Coin Lady channel again. Dear everyone, in his recent article, David Schwartz explains how stable coins like Tether for US investors or Ripples, a coin issued on the XRP platform, can serve as a bridge currency for payments without lowering the value of XRP itself. He also mentions some minor updates, such as new dates for the SEC court case involving Ripple, and goes on to say that there are two major positive developments related to this lawsuit against the SEC, which go beyond issues of revenge and justice. There are, however, key parts of this lawsuit that will be beneficial to cryptocurrency, in my opinion. First things first, a longtime member of the XRP community named tCryptoSpot tweeted out the sentiments shared by many. Is this really Ripple's way of indicating that the XRP token isn't necessary for international payments or making USD to the recipient's local currency anymore? He asks. In light of the news that Ripple will be accepting Tether and, maybe, Bitcoin as payment in their ODL system, he naturally asks, explain this to me like I'm a toddler, expressing his disagreement. This is a reasonable question, in my opinion. It's an uncomfortable question, but it's on many people's thoughts. Replying is David Schwartz. He clarified that the goal is to encourage the use of XRP-compatible payment software. When XRP is the greatest option, there's no need for them to go any other way. Attempting to persuade folks to utilize a subpar service would be quite foolish. Also, there's more to this comment from him, but for now, let's break it down. Of course, XRP isn't the ideal choice in the US right now due to the ambiguity, and it's especially not a good choice for Ripple because that ruling included ODL transactions and their sales to institutions, which might lead to violations. In our opinion, that is not the case. We just do not know how that ruling was drafted. For the time being, it's best to avoid it. Will we simply cease paying payments? Do you mean we won't be catering to customers in the US? Instead, we'll make use of a different digital asset, one that may not be quite as quick or efficient as XRP, but certainly outperforms antiquated technologies. A multi-chain for the tomorrow. A plethora of alternative crypto assets may emerge at some point, surpassing XRP in quality. Perhaps certain markets or corridors offer better pricing or more liquidity, and our capacity to deliver payments in real time to any location in the world is more robust, so we can take advantage of whatever asset is most advantageous to support these payments. That is the desired outcome for this development. Furthermore, we would like not to state categorically that XRP is mandatory in order for us to release the funds you requested. That international system isn't very good. If you need to transfer a cryptocurrency payment, XRP is usually your best bet. The quickest payment and the lowest price will be yours when you use it. However, you will not benefit from reducing the amount of payments processed through your network. In such a case, XRP might not be the ideal choice to enable the specific transaction you're attempting to complete. Where XRP is most effective is what he continues to say. In cases where XRP is not optimal, we do not want any obstacles to its use. No one should be able to use it for their own selfish gain, especially if it means sacrificing quality of experience or worse economics. Additionally, a sturdy coin may serve your purpose in some situations. XRP shines under certain situations. To get the work done well, you need to use the right tool. To put it simply, that is the point. We will benefit from a payment system that runs on XRP to a greater extent the more systems we connect to its ledger. The SEC has been given until April 29 by Judge Netburn to respond to Ripple's demand to remove their expert witness. How serious is this? That witness should have been involved with the case from the start if this was going to be a major problem, but apparently not. Regardless of its relevance, I hope they can't smuggle one in here at the last minute. But how that develops in the future remains to be seen. The SEC's reaction to Ripple's most recent file has not been announced yet, although they have stated that the amount should not exceed $10 million. We will wait for their statement. It will be difficult for them here, as Jeremy Hogan warned us, because they cannot prove that anyone suffered a financial loss. Nobody got hurt who had invested. Even though they will likely avoid disgorgement, they will still face fines and penalties due to the large number of unregistered securities sales that have occurred. Very unfair. Life isn't fair, and no one could tell you the law. In this case, they will be subject to penalties and fines. The only thing left to decide is how much Brad will hand up in payment. Not a problem. It is my sole prediction that there will be more of this. A number between 10 million and 2 billion, more likely, it's closer to 10 million than 2 billion. To start off this video, I mentioned that there are two major positive aspects to this Ethereum situation. I know this is going to be controversial, but I don't think this is good for cryptocurrency. Everyone is being targeted by this. However, in my opinion, there are two things that are worthwhile. First and foremost, individuals will have the opportunity to see what's really going on. People believe that Ripple is the sole blockchain company selling tokens on the market and making money off of the digital asset, so this is crucial in their eyes. Among other things, we will likely learn how much Ethereum consensus is selling for. I believe many will find it illuminating, same to how many were taken aback when they heard that Brad Garland's house was selling XRP. It goes without saying that he was, as are the others. Unless you're talking about Bitcoin, the truth is that the majority of coins have a central figure selling tokens on the market. It's not all awful, after all, someone has to develop these systems in order to construct the future, and that's basically what motivates that. Ethereum isn't this miraculous token that appears out of nowhere, though, and I believe this will shock a lot of people. A number of legitimate companies are supporting it. Consensus is the Ethereum blockchain equivalent of Ripple, according to Brad Garlinghouse. There's not much of a difference. It's a commercial enterprise. They share several similarities with Ethereum, the platform on which they are based. I believe you should have that practical perspective on blockchain technology, because people will now notice that. I think it's only reasonable to move on to the second point. We are all aware that the XRP ledger was severely harmed by the unjust lawsuits it faced. Plus, new innovations like AMMS and bridging technologies are appearing all the time. I'm telling you now that they're going to have to scale down on a lot of those Ethereum blockchain improvements. Great caution is required of you. You're smack dab in the thick of a huge legal battle where billions of dollars are at stake. Nothing can go wrong. Disclosing information that could put you in breach of securities regulations is something you should avoid doing. You have to be patient. Additionally, I anticipate a slight slowdown in Ethereum's performance. I am not sure if that is good or bad for blockchain technology. I believe it will slow them down a bit, but we won't see the large delistings or any of that other stuff that happened. We can debate whether that's beneficial or detrimental to blockchain, but at least it's fair. With the XRP ledger, we have a good idea of where we are. We've been adding features and capabilities at a rapid clip, and now it's the Ethereum's turn to be trapped in purgatory. No major market disruption for the number 2 cryptocurrency would be good for many values, so I don't think the price will be affected in the same way again. Coinbase, Kraken, Binance, etc. will also trade XRP, which is fine. On the other hand, I do not anticipate rapid advancements on that blockchain. They'd better watch their step. After a record-breaking 71 days of continuous inflows, the latest news story states that the BlackRock Bitcoin ETF daily inflow streak has finally hit zero. It wasn't going to be up indefinitely, we anticipated it. In times of trouble, when people are forced to sell their possessions due to uncertainty, the additional buying pressure generated by the ETF will also lead to an increase in sell pressure. It's not the end of the world, but it is a double-edged sword right now. Nothing major happened, we simply lost a meaningless streak. However, as we enter the summer lull, new court cases bring additional risk to the cryptocurrency market, and Bitcoin is not safe from this. There have been attacks on various infrastructure wallet providers before. Is a slump imminent? Does that ETF go into negative territory and increase sell pressure? I can't say for sure. Have faith that it can and that things will improve. Well, that concludes our video. Like and subscribe as usual, and feel free to leave a comment with your opinions. Coming up shortly, farewell.